This is one of Scripture's repeating heartbreaks. When trouble comes, people tend to run back to Egypt. In Jeremiah 42, the people make bold promises and they sound good. They say, whether it's good or bad, we will obey the Lord our God. But when God tells them, stay in this land and I will build you up, do not fear the king of Babylon, their hearts are already packing for Egypt. Fear makes rebellion sound reasonable. Fear dresses disobedience in logic and calls it wisdom. This isn't the first time we hear this story in Scripture. Abraham fled to Egypt when famine struck in Genesis 12, trusting the blessing of Pharaoh more than the promises of God. Jacob found Egypt a place of rescue during famine, yet his descendants would discover it became their place of bondage. Egypt always looks safe in the short term, but it always costs more in the long run. So the question is, what does this look like in our life today? See, we flee to Egypt when we trust our savings more than our shepherd. We flee to Egypt when we chase comfort instead of conviction. We flee to Egypt when we hide truth just to avoid conflict. And we flee to Egypt when we return to old habits instead of trusting that God's grace is truly sufficient. Faith doesn't flee when life gets uncomfortable, but it remains rooted in God's promise even when the soil feels dry. Friend, don't seek refuge in Egypt, but stay in the place where God's grace is growing in your life.